A girl was buying cigarettes at a store. The owner suddenly asked her, "Truth or dare?" Even though the girl said she didn't want to play the game, she still picked up a gasoline can nearby. Right after that, she poured gasoline on a woman next to her. Before the woman could even react, the girl grabbed a lighter and set the gasoline on fire. Flames instantly covered the woman's body. In the end, the woman fell to the ground and stopped breathing. What on earth had just happened? The story began with a girl named Olivia. She was a small but popular YouTuber. While she was working, her best friend Marky came to see her. Since they were about to graduate from college, Marky wanted to take one last spring break trip to Mexico together. At first, Olivia didn't want to go, but then their other friend Penelope showed up with her boyfriend Tyson. After being persuaded by the group, Olivia finally agreed. Downstairs, another friend named Brad was waiting for them, and the one driving was Marky's boyfriend Lucas. Once everything was ready, they set off. That night, while Olivia was drinking, a classmate named Ronnie tried to harass her. Luckily, a man named Carter stepped in to protect her. Ronnie was intimidated by Carter's presence. He backed down and left. After that, Olivia started talking with Carter. During their conversation, she found out he was also traveling in Mexico. They talked for a long time, until her friends were too exhausted to keep partying. Just when everyone was ready to head back and rest, Carter suggested there was a special place nearby. Since it was their last day of vacation, the group wanted some extra excitement, so they all agreed and followed Carter. He led them to an abandoned church. Once inside, Olivia wandered around by herself. Not long after, she found some photos scattered on the ground. Because it was a church, she didn't think much of it and kept walking. Then she saw another pile of photos. When she accidentally knocked over a jar, a disgusting stench rushed out. Just as Olivia was about to leave, Ronnie suddenly appeared and startled her. It turned out Ronnie had been following her all along. After the two of them rejoined the others, the group was ready to leave, but Carter stopped them. He suggested they should play a game of truth or dare, saying it was a great way to know what friends were really thinking. The group got curious and agreed, so they all sat down and began playing. Olivia was the first one to be asked. Carter was the last. When it was Carter's turn, he chose truth. Then Penelope asked him what his real intentions toward Olivia were. He answered that he just needed someone popular to bring her friends here to play the game. That way, he could survive. Before anyone could react, Carter stood up and left. Olivia ran after him to ask what was going on. Carter told her the game was real. Once someone was asked a question, they were part of it, and everyone had to follow the rules. If anyone lied or refused to complete a dare, that person would die. After saying this, Carter quickly fled. When Olivia came back, she realized all her friends had disappeared. Completely confused, she turned around, only to see her friends staring at her in a creepy way. Fortunately, Lucas touched her on the shoulder just in time. That's when Olivia realized she might have been hallucinating. The group concluded that Carter must be insane. Then they all left the church together. Ever since Olivia went back, strange things kept happening. First, the words truth or dare were carved onto a table. Later, the same words appeared on a flyer. One day, when Olivia was about to head out, she saw those words carved onto her car. When she turned around, she saw Ronnie. She thought Ronnie had done it the last few times, but Ronnie said he didn't know anything about it. He even claimed there was nothing written on her car door. No matter how much Ronnie explained, Olivia didn't believe him. Then Olivia went to school to tell Marky about it. As soon as she entered the library, a girl called out to her. The girl asked, "Truth or dare?" When Olivia didn't answer, everyone around her suddenly gathered. Under pressure, Olivia chose truth. Then they asked her what secret she had kept for Marky. Olivia revealed that Marky had been cheating on Lucas. At that moment, Lucas and Marky overheard everything. Lucas stood up angrily and walked away. Olivia's friendship with Marky was broken. Meanwhile, Ronnie was flirting with a girl. Suddenly, the girl asked him, "Truth or dare?" Ronnie thought she was joking and chose dare. The girl challenged him to expose himself on top of a pool table. As Ronnie was about to take off his pants, the people in the bar laughed at him. Ronnie scoffed at the dare and refused. As he turned to leave, an unseen force made him slip and fall, breaking his neck and killing him instantly. Since it was live, Olivia also saw the video of Ronnie's death. She immediately realized Carter had told the truth. Olivia quickly explained the rules of the game to her friends, but they all thought she had lost her mind. Just then, Lucas showed up. Like the others, he didn't believe her. Since he had already broken up with Marky, he picked up his bag and left. Not long after Lucas left, the words, "Truth or dare," appeared on a wall. Lucas thought it was just a prank, but then his arm began to hurt. When he rolled up his sleeve, he saw those words carved into his skin. Lucas called Olivia. Olivia begged him to tell the truth. He was forced to admit that he had always had feelings for Olivia. After that, they decided they had to convince the others. While they were discussing, Marky came back. Olivia explained everything to her. At first, Marky didn't believe it, but soon, she received a text on her phone. Olivia told her to answer. Marky chose dare. The message told her to break Olivia's arm. Olivia then handed Marky a hammer. Even though Marky was still angry at her, she couldn't bring herself to do it. Finally, Olivia insulted Marky's father. Only then did Marky strike. Afterward, they rushed Olivia to the hospital. While Brad was waiting there, his father showed up. Before they could talk much, his father suddenly asked, "Truth or dare?" Not long after, Brad came out. He told his friends that he had confessed to his father that he was gay. Hearing this, Olivia instantly realized Tyson was next. Tyson, a medical student, was in the middle of an interview. Suddenly, the woman interviewing him asked, "Truth or dare?" Tyson chose truth. She asked how long he had been forging prescriptions. Tyson lied and said he never had. As he turned to leave, his eyes suddenly grew strange. Then he grabbed a pen and stabbed it into his eye. When that didn't kill him, he stumbled to the wall and slammed his head against it. Blood flowed from under the door. Olivia and the others saw it and realized Tyson was dead. In order to end the game, the group started researching. Before long, Marky made a discovery. They found news about a strange girl who had poured gasoline on someone in a store. Olivia looked deeper and searched for the girl's account. Her name was Giselle. It turned out Giselle was close friends with Carter. They believed Giselle must know something, so Olivia sent her a private message. Meanwhile, Penelope was washing up. Suddenly, her reflection in the mirror asked her, "Truth or dare?" Penelope chose truth, but the reflection told her the game didn't work that way. Soon after, Olivia and the others noticed something strange. When they rushed outside, they saw Penelope standing on the roof. She said the game wouldn't let her pick truth. Her dare was to keep walking along the ledge until she finished a bottle of vodka. The group panicked and dragged mattresses out from inside, but a locked gate blocked their path, and Penelope was already walking toward it. Thinking fast, Olivia drove her car straight into the gate. At that moment, Penelope slipped. Luckily, the others caught her with the mattress, saving her from serious injury. Just then, Olivia received a reply from Giselle. Following the address, they went to meet her. Olivia asked Giselle how they first got involved in the game. Giselle, looking numb, explained. At first, she and her friends had also gone to the church. They casually started playing Truth or Dare. To make it more exciting, they made a rule. If 2 truths are chosen in a row, the next one has to be a dare. As things got wilder, Carter began smashing things in the church. When the chaos ended, they left, but the game stuck with them. Her friends died one after another. In the end, only Giselle and Carter were left. When Olivia asked where Carter was, Giselle said he had gone out to find a new group to play with. After that, she lost contact with him. She admitted that bringing in a new group was the only reason she had survived this long. Then Giselle complained, "If only Carter had brought more people, my turn wouldn't have come so soon." Hearing this, Olivia felt a chill run down her spine. Giselle was telling her so much. Was it because she had chosen truth? Giselle didn't answer. She only kept whispering, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Suddenly she pulled out a gun. She aimed at Olivia. Penelope jumped in front and was killed. Because Giselle failed her dare, she became possessed and shot herself. Later, when it was Olivia's turn, she was dared to sleep with Lucas. They had sex, but afterward, Lucas admitted he still loved Marky. Later, they dug deeper into the church's history. They discovered it had once been the site of a massacre. Only one nun had survived, a woman named Inez Reyes. They also learned that Inez was still alive and lived nearby. To break the curse, Olivia and Lucas went to her house. A young girl opened the door and said Inez was her grandmother. At first, the girl refused to let them in, but when Olivia showed her the photos, the girl finally relented. Inez hadn't spoken in 50 years, so she wrote down her answers on paper and handed them to Olivia. Olivia read them aloud. It revealed that a demon named Calax had always haunted the church. Originally, Calax had been sealed away, but one day a nun accidentally set him free. The demon slaughtered everyone. Olivia was shocked and asked how Inez had survived. Inez handed another note to Lucas. It explained that only the person who had released the demon could seal him again. That person had to chant the ritual 7 times, place a sacrifice in a jar, and seal it shut with wax. Olivia asked what the sacrifice was. Inez opened her mouth. It turned out she was the nun who had released the demon, and the sacrifice was her tongue. Because of the language barrier, Olivia and Lucas returned with the chant and showed it to Brad. When they read it, they realized the truth. They had to find the one who broke the jar, Carter. While they were still discussing, Brad's father showed up. Just like last time, they barely spoke a few words before the father's police radio asked him, "Truth or dare?" Since Olivia and Lucas had already chosen truth before, Brad was left with only one option, dare. The voice on the radio ordered Brad to steal his father's gun and make his father kneel and beg. Brad, terrified, obeyed. But another police officer saw it happen and shot Brad from behind. Brad died instantly. By the time Olivia and the others arrived, it was already too late. Afterward, the detective found Olivia through chat records. The detective told Olivia that besides the 3 of them, there was still one more survivor. Olivia picked up a photo, and to her shock, it was Carter. When the detective wasn't looking, she quickly took a picture of the address. After leaving the station, Olivia rushed to gather her friends and set out to find Carter. When they reached the room, Lucas kicked the door open. Olivia told Carter that to end the game, he had to return to the church with them. Carter thought Olivia was just doing a dare. He believed the game had tricked her into luring him out. Then Carter attacked them when they weren't paying attention. Luckily, Olivia pulled out a gun and stopped him in time. Right after that, they all went to the church. Olivia handed Carter the ritual and told him to recite it 7 times. As soon as he read the first line, the ground shook and the entire church began to collapse. Olivia shouted at him to keep going and not stop, but at that moment, Carter suddenly gave Lucas a strange look and asked him, "Truth or dare?" Lucas chose dare. Then he decided to leave. Olivia and Marky asked him why. Lucas said the game dared him to kill either Olivia or Marky. He didn't want to hurt anyone, so he walked away. After Carter finished the chant, Olivia told him to pick up the knife. Then she ordered him to cut off his tongue. While Carter hesitated, Lucas seemed to fall under the demon's control and walked straight toward Carter. Thankfully, Marky jumped on him and knocked him down. To break the curse, Carter grabbed the knife and began cutting out his tongue, but suddenly, the demon broke free. It walked over to Carter and stabbed him to death. Then the demon turned and sliced Lucas's throat. Staring at the bodies on the ground, Olivia and Marky fell into despair. Before they could react, the dead Lucas suddenly turned his head and asked Marky, "Truth or dare?" Olivia quickly told her to pick dare, but not to carry it out. Marky chose, and the demon ordered her to shoot Olivia. When Marky refused, the demon possessed her in an instant. It picked up the gun and aimed it at Olivia. At the last second, Olivia slapped the gun aside. The shot went off course. Thinking fast, Olivia looked straight at the demon and asked, "Truth or dare?" Because of the rules of the game, once asked, the demon had to play. The demon chose truth. Olivia demanded, "How do we end this?" The demon answered, "There is no way. The only one who could end it, Carter, is already dead. As long as the players remain alive, the game will never end." After saying this, the demon vanished. In the end, Olivia picked up a camera. She told the entire story and uploaded the video to YouTube. She warned the viewers about the rules, then looked at the lens and said, "Truth or dare?" By doing so, she dragged the audience into the game, buying more time for herself and Marky to live.